first off, let's talk programming. What's coming up in the programming? What's been happening at DECA Comp? What's Michelle been typing up behind the scenes? And I'm going to let you start there.
Cool. So programming, we are just past kind of like the learning phase of incorporating the breathing into the programming. So you're not going to see as much. It's just going to be kind of details. Later this week, I think Tuesday it is, you'll see like gear 4 in just the calories. So you'll notice it start to be played into certain movements or parts of the workout. You're still going to have like your gear 3 workout. I'm going to try to put in one of those in its entirety, but you're not going to see it as much. It's now just a tool that we have in our toolbox. You've probably noticed the muscle up stuff that's coming in on Fridays. That might move around just a little bit to throughout the week, but it looks like we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into the muscle up technique. That's gonna be super beneficial for all parties or all levels. Learning how to move your body in different ways, especially to get up and over onto something, is super beneficial. So those drills are going to stay for at least a couple weeks, and we'll get into some strict gymnastics as well, I believe in about 2 weeks, strict being like strict muscle ups kind of thing. The big focus right now is movement consistency. So one of the things we wanted to do with the breathing is kind of bring in a governor that wasn't your absolute fittest performance. So how do you do like a 70% effort? How do you do a 60% effort? We use the breathing to do that, and now we can use those different intensities to work on our movement efficiency. So if we can practice being efficient, we will eventually move a lot better when it comes to testing time. So that's something that we're focusing on now. You'll see that in like the AMRAPs, combining things that are like the monostructural, the biking and the calories and the rowing with something that's high level, so, or skilled, like the squat snatches, I believe it was last week, or like throwing in double unders or gymnastics movement with the high intensity calories. You can start to practice that efficiency under controlled settings. So that's kind of the big overarching focus, is like not letting the wheels come off, because when the wheels come off, it's not good for like long-term athletic development. It's just good for testing. So there's that, which is kind of nice.
One thing we've done too is we've started dosing in with the coaches more of this overarching theme stuff, so that in class it's not just in a video format that you're going to find out about it. It's going to be more in the daily conversation. And so, I mean, I don't know how often we'll record one of these, so we're not going to record one of these every week. So there's not going to be a way for us to constantly cover. If you're someone who cares about what goes on here each and every week in the programming at an overarching level, but you'll see that through the coaches in bits and pieces.
Yeah. The other nice thing is something that we've been able to play with now that we're adding that mobility into every single day in some form or fashion. We're starting to put in kind of some, I would say, gym-specific mobility stuff. So something that I noticed a couple weeks ago is most people's ankle mobility is actually pretty good, but a lot of our hips seem to be a little wonky. Maybe it's the amount of Zoom calls we're all stuck with sitting down at our desks all day long. But you've probably noticed that there's been a lot of hip mobility the past couple weeks. We're going to continue down that track, and then we'll probably dive into shoulders or wrists or something else for a little bit. But that's been a theme. That's been something that hopefully you guys are getting more out of, is hitting that hip stuff over and over and over again. We should see some benefit for almost every movement that we do.